In our first episode of our Foundry Let's Play, we built this perfect starter factory, and we're now more or less producing everything that we need to really start to scale up our factory. And in part, that's thanks to these refining lines, which are making our resources go that little bit further. But with us having both red and blue science packs automated, I think today we're going to be able to get through all of this science and maybe even progress to the green science pack as well. But prior to that, we do need to get our steel factory on the go so that we can produce this high voltage energy. I want to get a nice little power plant on the go so that we don't need to worry about power in the early game. And on top of that, we're also going to be expanding this section here to create a bus of resources so that when these ore nodes, the xenoferrite and the technum over there runs out, we'll have more resources coming in. So we've got plenty to get on with. Let's get started. What I want right now is to clear the area in front of us. So I'm going to produce a load of explosive charges and then just get rid of any of this foliage that we don't actually need. Just gonna throw these all around. Right. Nice. And then from here, we're going to expand this out. I think we may have more resources following along this coastline. Hopefully. Actually, let's go find out. Right here. I knew it! Oh, okay. Not quite what I anticipated. So how are we going to get this out of the water? I think if I place this here, can we dig this out? I wonder if it works a bit like in Minecraft. It does. So in theory, I could chuck that in there. Maybe not. So I've managed to clear it of water using dirt and also foundations. And now we're just bringing our bridge here to it so that we can start harvesting those resources. So we're going to harvest this, which is xenoferrite, is that right? Yes. So that will be used with the ignium that we have all the way over here to produce steel in this location. And here we go, the first of the resources. I will probably double this up because I don't think this is going to be enough. We're back at the base and you can see we've brought our xenoferrite up here, and I'm going to run our ignium across here. Actually, we can run this all the way around. And then we'll add crushers, and from here we're going to produce our ignium xenoferrite ore blend, and that's going to output on this side, which we will then run to smelters. Actually, I think it's 4, if I remember from my super efficient layout guide, 4 crushers to 8 smelters. So let's do that, and then we can start producing the steel. Also, if you do want to check out the layout guide, I'll put that in the cards below. Right, let's turn this into steel. We're going to do the 8 smelters, and then we'll be able to produce our steel pipes. To be honest, I'm not sure. We'll probably just go with 2 assemblers for now, just so that we've got some coming in, and then we'll store them, because we're going to be using them for a high voltage grid. We're now also producing the water intake pipes. However, I think I'm going to tear this all down because I'm worried it's going to just sprawl out of control. And I'm going to do it so that we're producing both the steam turbines and also the boilers now. And more productive it is. So we've actually bussed the resources along the top. Just over here, you can see we've got the machine parts being produced and also the steel and our electronics, and that's allowing us to produce the turbines, the boiler, steel pipes. Trying to think what else. And the intake pipes, I redid that, and I'm quite happy with it for now. It's producing everything that we need, but I am tempted to now have a look, maybe in the next episode, at doing some more efficient bus lines, because we've done a small set over there, we've done a small set here, and I think we could do with maybe a bigger system, but I need to have more resources coming in for that. But the important thing is, now that we've got our steel being produced, we can work on our high voltage power, which means I need to find some ignium, and I think there's some more over in this direction here. Oh, yes, so we have ignium. Oh, but this would be really good for steel. I wonder if there's any more nearby. How about here? So this is where the xenoferrite and ignium ore is. Nope, no luck. Ideally, we would have some near the water. I mean, this works out pretty well, really. We could always use this one. But we want some next to the water, and ideally a bit more flatter land, because this is going to be a pain excavating. Maybe over here? Oh, well, that's not helpful. I mean, look at this area. This area here is so flat. I wonder if we can get some over here. All right, let's try here. Oh, got something. Oh, you are fantastic. Exactly what we needed. So I need to get some explosives and work out how to get this out, and then just run the resources over to the water's edge over here, and then I think maybe build our high voltage power here. Let's actually take all of them. I also want some more. We've got steam boilers. I need to get some turbines. Yeah, let's take these. By the way, if you are enjoying this, do make sure to subscribe for more, as I hope to be continuing this up until Satisfactory 1.0 is released. I'm sorry, I made a boo-boo. I forgot to record. So I haven't done that much. We've revealed the ore node, and then if we head back over here, you can see that we have a little bit of a bridge. It's I mean, a good size, but it's going all the way across, and I need to eventually connect it up. The other thing that I've done is started to plot where I want to have the steam generators. And thankfully it occurred to me to record when I got to him. So what I've done is I've placed a intake pipe just below here. It's facing upwards. Make sure that the green arrow is pointing upwards. And then we have, oh, I don't need that. Where is it? Here. I've got is a section here that is slightly lower, and this is going to be for the steam generator. And so the idea is that I will run these across like so, and then grab our boiler. Well, actually we can place the pipes first because we know how these are. Do a little S bend like that, and that will that will take the steam from the boiler into here, and then we will place this along there. There we go. I want to be able to see the water running through to make sure that it's running, and then from there I'm gonna add another. Unfortunately, you can't connect the liquid inputs together, so you do have to have a little break in between the sections of boilers. I think this will be a nice amount of power just to get us started, and then we can look at turning all of this on. Oh yes, that's looking clean. I'm loving this. What does surprise me though is that the water intake valve seems to have a throughput of like 3,000 or 6,000 water per second, which means it can power all of these. In fact, I haven't worked out exactly how many, but maybe we should do a steam turbine perfect layout. We'll see once this is all up and running. For now, I need to connect the miner to this. So this hasn't started running, and the reason for that, from my understanding, is because these aren't running. So in order to get that all up and running, we're going to need to... I'm going to need to grab a cable, aren't I? There we go. bring that over to here. And then if we grab our transformer, we can connect these up. Should actually have this down here. Like so, there we go. I saw it turning on straight away. Fantastic. So next thing that I need to do is get this high voltage grid over to our main factory, which means I'm going to be spending the next half an hour taking this all the way across the bridge. I don't know why. The wires are just so short. I'm just moaning. Could do with being a little bit longer though. Almost there. We just got the last couple. And now, can we get it up here? That would be nice. Yeah. So from here we can add one, well, we can add however many transformers that we like. And by connecting these together, we will now see that not only, here we go, this is our new set, we can tell because it's got 2 transformers on the grid, meaning we can get 10 megawatts of power on this section of the grid. But you can see it's powering all of this. I found that we have mineral rock just along this coast. So the plan is going to be to put the green science here and grab that rock. And the reason that we need the mineral rock is because the green science requires concrete, which is produced by combining gravel, which is mineral rock that has been crushed, along with cement, which requires mineral rock and xenoferrite ore. Thankfully, we already have the xenoferrite ore here with a single free line. So we can build our concrete factory here and then just take the water, which we need, and the mineral rock. And then we have the steel, because if we remember rightly, green science also requires the steel pipes and the advanced machine parts, which are produced from machine parts and steel beams. So I've got quite the build ahead of me, and we're going to build it here. And then the next thing that I need to do is also to send a bus in this direction so that we can get to the mineral ore, or mineral rock, which is just over here. Of course, that does mean we're going to have to excavate it. Oh, whoops. And then finally, all I need to do here is add some drone miners, already powered, which is nice. And then connect them to the bus. We're now producing the concrete from 6 casting machines. I had meant to show you this process, but unfortunately I kept redoing it because I couldn't find the right system. We'll drop down in a moment, but we have 6 casting machines producing the concrete with 3 crushers producing the gravel. And then I think I've got 8 crushers that are producing the cement, which is produced from the xenoferrite ore and mixed with the mineral rock. I also have the water being pumped up from a single intake, and that's going to those 6 casting machines. An important note, when it comes to the casting machines, only one side allows you to input water. I was trying to flip them back and forth and it just didn't work, and it took me a while to realize that while one side accepts water, the other one doesn't. So don't do that. And with the concrete here, what I'm going to do is build a steel plant here, which will hopefully produce the steel pipes and also then the advanced machine parts, and then bring them around to this section where we will have a few, I don't know how many, assemblers producing the green science. I'll be honest, I intended to do this as a perfect setup, and I was looking to do 20 science packs to follow on from the previous video where we do 20 of the blue and the red. But looking at it, I think we're producing 96 concrete per minute from our current setup. That splits into, that actually splits into 8. So we'll be producing 8 science packs per minute if we have 8 assemblers. But what is this? 5, 4? It's just trying to confuse me, because if we go over here, what's this? 8 per minute, 16 per minute, 80 per minute, and then don't get me started on the steel. I mean, what is this? 26.67 and 13.3, which is why this game really feels like it's built towards bus lines and why we should probably start working them for the next video, I guess. I've just set up another smelter just over there for some excess steel, and we're going to run this all the way down here like so, and this is where we will add our steel to produce the steel pipes. Yep, that works out. And then we will run that along to here. And then for our next line, we're going to need advanced machine parts. We need to produce machinery parts first and then add the steel beams. So if we run this line along to here, how many do we need? 26 per minute. Really? 26.6. Okay, so that's 52. That's, well, 3 would be 80 per minute. And that actually, that doesn't work too badly. So if we have 3 of these, and then we'll need two assemblers for our machine parts, which will feed along here. Right, anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to finish this off and then hopefully we'll see this running. Wonderful, I have done it. I've rejigged everything. I brought these forwards again and then decided to run it around slightly cleaner, but the premise is the same. And from here we are producing, he says, green science. What am I missing? No, we are, it's just slow. Oh, I was worried for a second. So we're sending this below and then bringing it out here along to our assemblers. Not assemblers, servers to advance our science. You can see we're currently doing the 3rd lane loader, which is going to help a lot. And then I also want to unlock a mining force because I want to harvest these resources and possibly this one as well. It's really close, but we need to get further down. So we're doing that currently, but for now, let's expand this line here. So what we're doing at the moment is we're going to start excavating this area. Actually, I'm going to need more explosives, but the plan is to use explosives to make this much quicker. Probably going to have to set up a explosive factory. Yeah, we'll be able to do that in the next episode because I think, let's have a look where our resources are. Oh wow, yeah, they're super deep. We're definitely going to have to do it for them, but hopefully in the next episode we'll also have unlocked the elevators, because if I remember rightly, they are not that much further. Elevator. Yeah, so once we've unlocked Mining Force 1, we'll have access to the elevator and then the freight elevator, which is going to be really important for this next build. So you know what? I think it's probably better that we leave it here and we'll turn this into a resource bus for the next one. So the good thing is we know what we need to do for our next episode. The first thing is going to be getting explosives automated, then bringing these resources up to here. And providing we do get this resource bus fully running, we could potentially look at renovating our factory so that it's more bus line friendly and we can do massive manifolds based on that. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, do hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And why not check out our most recent video on factory layouts in Foundry while you're waiting. Until next time, special thanks does go to all of our amazing supporters on Patreon, most notably our Solarclipse patron Firefless, as well as our Lunas, the Calamity, Ben, and Star, and our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Brain Slug. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.